Hello, my people. I talked about dyscalculia earlier, and I still want to elaborate more on it. So, as I said earlier, dyscalculia is a learning disorder that affects a person's ability to understand number-based information and maths. You find people with dyscalculia, they struggle so much with number and maths, and this is because their brain don't have the ability to process maths related concepts like the brain of those people without the disorder. However, their struggle don't mean that they are less intelligent and that they are less capable than people who don't have dyscalculia. So, dear parents and teachers, let us not take our children to be less intelligent or less incapable, because this disorder doesn't mean that they are so. So what we should be doing is that we should have patience with these children and give them support and backup, because through these they are able to deal with this condition. And as I said earlier in my life, this disorder, the signs and symptoms normally appears in children, especially when children learn how to do basic maths, like when they are introduced to putting together, that is addition and taking away. However, in adults, dyscalculia don't the adults, they can have this condition and they are unaware of it. Adults can have dyscalculia and they do not know that they have it, and they often face mental issues when they do maths. You find when you subject an adult to mathematical calculations, they find it difficult and they feel like being depressed, they have anxiety, and this one can result to mental issues. I hope you are getting this. So dyscalculia also appears in later life, and this one is called acquired dyscalculia. This one can happen at any age. Acquired dyscalculia happens at any age, and this usually happens for other reasons like a medical condition. You see more about this under the causes and symptoms section that I will illustrate after this. Another thing that I would like to tell you is that dyscalculia and dyslexia, these are both learning disorders. However, they have key differences. And in most general terms, the breakdown is as this. Dyscalculia is a disorder that affects the person's ability to do maths, and dyslexia affects the person's ability to read. While these are different, the two conditions fall under the same disorder. That is, dyslexia and dyscalculia, they are falling under the same condition or the same diagnosis. That is specific learning disorder. Specific learning disorder. In America, Psychiatric Association, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of that is the 5th edition. It's also possible for people to have both dyscalculia and dyslexia. Your child or anybody can be having these two disorders, that is dyslexia and dyscalculia. I hope you are getting note of this. So dyscalculia mostly is common, and it is first being noticed at when the children are in their first few years of elementary schools, that is between age 6 and age 9. And dyscalculia is uncommon but widespread. It is uncommon and widespread, and the experts have estimated it affects between 3% and 7% of people worldwide. Dyscalculia affects people in between 3% and 7% of people worldwide. And dyscalculia affects in this way. So people with dyscalculia, they are neurodivergent. As I had said earlier when we were talking about autism, I said neurodivergent is a term that describes how two people have the same brain, and everyone's brain form and develop in a complete unique way. Two people, they have same brain, but their brain develops in a complete unique way. And for people with dyscalculia, this one means their brain works differently from the brain of someone who doesn't have disorders or conditions that affect how their brain works. I hope you're getting me. So, you should not make a comparison between the children who are having this disorder known as dyscalculia and those without this condition, because their brain is not functioning the same. The brain of people with dyscalculia and those without are not functioning the same. And the only thing to do, that is, this one is directly to the teachers and parents. Please be patient with these children. That is the first key thing. Children who are suffering from this condition, not even only children but even adults who are suffering from this condition, we should be patient with them. We should give them encouragement, we give them support, and give them a backup, because through your backup, these people can be able to be marvelous people, not only in maths, but they can also be engaged in different activities. You can engage them in games, also be engaged in music, and they can do extraordinary in these activities, I tell you. But this one can only happen when you be patient with them, you give them attention, you give them support and backup. I hope you have gotten me, teachers and my parents. For more of this, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, follow me on YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook channel at Asamoah Waore, and do not forget to like, do not forget to share, do not forget to comment. Thank you guys.